So normally I would prep this ahead of time. I would just cut up the meat and freeze it. And then when I need it, I would take it out as I already did over here. And just defrost it. Sorry, don't mind my dirty bowl over there, but it just sits in the water, or you can just let it sit and defrost without water. So here I have the vermicelli pre-cooked, and it's pretty easy to cook vermicelli. You just boil the water, and once it boils, you drop it in, stir in about 10 to 15 minutes. Once it's ready, you can taste it to see if it's good. And this is the brand of vermicelli I used. But any brand should work for the most part. Here I have some mint and some green leaf lettuce that I've already pre-washed and spun down to dry using my honey spinner here. Definite investment. It was like $4 at IKEA, and it's been amazing because it helps me keep my veggies for a long time. So in here I just have around 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I add about a 1/3 cup of water just to help it melt. I'll add a little bit more later. Just stir that up. Normally I would use hot water, but I'm doing this in a plastic container. Probably best not to. And then I add a little bit of chopped garlic. And then I'm going to add I want to say a dash, but there's not really measurement. I'm going to say 2 tablespoons? No, let's start with 1 tablespoon. Then I have this chili paste that my mom made for me. So pretty much just add chopped up like chili. It's about 1 teaspoon chili. A little taste. Oh, it's really good actually. And then I cut a piece of lemon. You can use lime if you have lime, and I just want to squeeze that down. And it's about this small slightly. This small. Just a tiny bit first. If you don't have lemon, you can use vinegar. That works too, but I think lemon adds a little bit of a more fragrant smell than vinegar. And then you kind of go from there with the tasting. Yep, and then it's done. So now it's time to season. I already chopped up the garlic, so I just need to drop that in. Usually you can add some lemongrass to this, but I don't have any right now, so gotta work with what I have. So garlic in. I'm gonna add some spice. I like it spicy. You can opt this out. It's just some red pepper. Ooh, not focusing. But just some cayenne pepper, red pepper. Just a little bit. A little bit of pepper. And then this is the most interesting ingredient. Honey. So you add honey for the sweetness, as well as it helps with caramelization of the meat. So do a tablespoon of honey. Okay. And then again, secret ingredient, fish sauce. Just I want to say 1 teaspoon of fish sauce, maybe a little bit more. I really eyeball it based on the amount of meat. I have here really like about a fistful of meat here. And then I'm just gonna mix that. The fish sauce is already gonna make it salty, so don't need to add any more salt. And you got the sweetness from the honey, so you don't need to add sugar. If you don't have honey, feel free to add sugar, but don't add too much because it'll burn. If you don't have fish sauce, you can add salt. Again, don't add too much salt. It's actually a lot saltier than fish sauce. Or at least to me, it's saltier. Fish sauce has kind of an umami taste to it. And then, I'm just gonna let it sit in its beautiful, glorious juices. And then we're just gonna pan sear this. So here I'm just heating up my wok. You can use any pan you want. I just conveniently had it out already. And then once it's hot enough, you just add a little oil. Swish the oil around. So I kept the temperature on the higher side since I wanted a nice golden sear to my meat. And then I just layered each slices of pork in single layer, so it'll be evenly brown and golden. So here I didn't want to waste any of the delicious marinade that we made, so I just poured it on top just to keep it with the meat. And make sure you don't turn it. I'm just moving around, but don't turn it until you think it's kind of golden brown, just because you want to have a good sear on the meat. So I'll just heat up my noodles for like a minute. Now I'm just going to take those veggies that I already pre-packaged, and I'm going to just take a few lettuce. I'm just gonna snap in half. Just use my handy scissors. Just cut them into edible pieces. Right on top. Here, you can cut more if you want, but I'm gonna now take out my mint. I'm gonna pluck it out. Look out the leaves. I'm gonna put in the meats. And then the last few pieces, I'm just gonna use my hand and my trusty meat to get all that juicy. And I like garlic down. Just pour a little bit of fish sauce. Probably pour as you go.